Hey, it's your Bazino here. Back after 10 months. Yeah, I was gone for 10 months apparently. Can you believe it? Uh, to be honest, I wasn't uploading because I kinda forgot my password to the account. To the account. That's why. And I'm back, hopefully. Yeah. So, without any further ado, let's get into what if. Wait. Uh, Before starting the what if, I just wanted to say sorry for the bad audio quality. Yeah. So I won't take your time anymore, and let's get into the what if. This what if begins on the outskirts of Konoha, where two babies are born, Naruto and Kei. They, they, they were the sons of Namikaze Minato, who was the fourth Hokage, and his wife Uzumaki Kushina. Uh, Kushina birthed them on the outskirts of Konoha, uh, in a hidden location, which apparently no one knew of. But unfortunately for them, there was a certain masked man who knew the location, and we all know who this masked man was. So he he then after the birth of Naruto and Kei, he committed himself to the location and took baby Naruto as a hostage and said, "Get away from the Jinchuriki, Hokage, or else I'll kill this baby of yours." Minato, not wanting to lose his child, in a flash teleported in front of Obito, who was the masked man. He teleported in front of Obito and took Naruto and teleported him and Kei to a safe location. But this was enough time for the masked man to take Kushina away and extract the Nine Tails from her. The next part of the event goes similar to canon, like how the Nine Tails attack Konoha, and yeah, Minato teleporting him outside the what's it called? Fucking hell. Outside Konoha. So when Kushina had the Nine Tails pinned down, Minato realized that there was no other way to stop the Nine Tails but to seal it inside his own children. Minato brought the two of his son and was about to start the sealing, but then the Nine Tails tried to kill them, realizing that he was about to get sealed in there. When his nail was about to pierce through Naruto and Kei, Minato and Kushina jumped in front of the Nine Tails. Nine Tails' nail. Yeah, it was a nail, to be honest, not a fucking finger. It was a sharp nail that pierced through Minato and Kushina in the cannon. They jumped in front of his nail, which pierced through them, but unfortunately, but fortunately, they didn't hit both. But they didn't hit both of the children. When Naruto saw the both of his parents getting penetrated, getting pierced by the Kyuubi's nail, he started crying. And Kei, hearing Naruto cry, he started crying as well. Minato quickly sealed the Nine Tails inside his two sons, the yin half, which was Minato's half in canon, was sealed inside Naruto, and the young half, Naruto's half in canon, was sealed inside Kie. After sealing the respective half inside them, Minato and Kushina fell onto the ground beside Naruto and Kie and started saying the final goodbyes to them. Naruto, Kie, be strong. Don't let any difficulty stop you. You two should always stick together, no matter what. And Naruto, you should always protect your brother because you're older than him, and it's your responsibility to protect your little brother. And K, always listen to Naruto. I love you both. I, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we won't be the day with you guys. Watching you, watching you grow, and I just wanted you to know that mommy will always love you, said Minato and Kushina. And just like that, Minato, the greatest shinobi, who the one of the greatest shinobi, was there laying dead along with his wife, leaving behind their two sons, Uzumaki Naruto and Uzumaki Kei. 2 days have been passed since the ninth attack on Konoha, and the village has suffered extremely massive casualty than it has in its whole history. Many of the villagers were depressed because of losing their loved ones, and Konoha was going to was going through reconstruction. Hiruzen was forced back into the position of a Hokage because of Minato's death. Hiruzen also promised that he will take care of Naruto and Kei no matter what. Now we skip to Naruto and Kei, who were both sleeping peacefully in a hospital, and then a snake-like person appeared in the room without alarming any one of the Anbus who were guarding the room, who were standing outside the room guarding it. Yeah. Oh, you poor little kids. You make fine test subjects. That was like creepy as hell. Let me say it again. Orochimaru says, oh, you poor little kids. You make fine test subjects. As Orochimaru was about to take both Naruto and Kei, he sensed the third Hokage coming towards the room, and he decided to only take Naruto and quickly left. When Hiruzen came into the room, his heart instantly dropped, seeing that Naruto was missing. He instantly called out for the two Anbus standing outside the door. Anbus, seeing the anger and the bloodlust coming off of the third Hokage, shivered a little bit and said, yes, Lord Third. Hiruzen, where's Naruto? What happened to him? Tell me. The two Anbus then say in reply, we don't understand. What do you mean, Lord Hokage? Then both of them looked towards where Naruto was supposed to be, and both of their eyes widened at seeing that Naruto wasn't there. They quickly turned towards Hiruzen and said in a um, scared tone, yeah, Lord Hokage, we don't know anything, and don't know that what happened to the baby. Hiruzen, what do you mean that you don't know anything? You were you were stationed here for keeping the baby safe. He then asked them calmly. He tries he tries to calm himself forcefully and ask them who was the last person to come in here. The an the answer reply, no one, Lord Hokage. Besides you, there was there was no one that even came in here. Hiruzen started getting worried. He was worried that the thing that they can turn for the worst. He thought that the other countries might have heard that Minato was died. Minato has died, and the Nine-Tails was sealed inside his sons. He quickly shake that idea off his head and said, "That is not possible. We haven't even told this to the council yet. So how?" He spent the next 5 months searching for Naruto non-stop and getting the least possible rest. After 5 months of using all his resources in search of Naruto, he gave up. He gave up because there were no traces or clues on Naruto. He could now only pray that Naruto is alright and safe. And one day will return to Konoha. He swore to himself that he'll never let this ever happen again. He swore that he will always protect Kei no matter what. And that is where I'm gonna leave the today's what if. I know that this what if was short, but don't worry. The next part of the what if will be at least 30 minutes. Yes, I'm gonna make it 30 to 40 minutes. Yes. Okay. Anyways, see you guys in the next part. Hopefully, it will. Hello, this is Future Xeno here, and I just wanted to say, please like the video because I actually made a script for this one. Believe it or not, I actually did. This is the first time ever I've made a script, so hopefully that you guys will like it, and I'll continue this what if seeing how much support it gets, and also sorry for a lot of stuttering back in the what if because that's how I normally speak. I don't know why I fucking stutter a lot. Yeah. Believe it or not, I actually do stutter a lot. It's not just because I'm fucking nervous. It's actually because I don't know why, but because I don't know why, but I stutter a lot and I hate it myself. I hate it. Anyway, peace, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day.